So, as you know, gotten to know me, you know that I'm obsessed with trying to figure out ways that us over 60 people or approaching 60 into our 70s can just strengthen up and get flexible and get healthy, so that, like money in the bank, we can have a great future when we hit our 80s and 90s, because our health will be super set up for success. And as you know, one of my regimens, I did a series on squats, and one of my regimens for mine is squats as we know them. You know, you bend down halfway, and it really strengthens the legs, etc. It's got great benefits. But I've been falling into this idea lately of the Asian squat, which I'm doing. I do in the morning when I'm working on my computer. And I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, this Asian squat, but so many benefits. And I want to talk about that this morning. Welcome everybody. I'm Bryant, the over 60 guy, and I am currently doing an Asian squat. So I am squatting down at, you know, my feet are feet are flat, and I'm basically squatting down full right here. And so I've been here for, you know, a minute and a half already, and you know, you can start feeling it in your legs, and it's great. So today I want to talk about that. I'm Bryant, the over 60 guy. As you know, if you've been following me, this is about my 74th video, 74 I think, and I talk about things that are important to us over 60 or approaching 60, and I talk about health primarily. That's the number one that people really enjoy. And then I also talk about things like AI and Bitcoin, travel, you know, and then also I talk about my faith. And so that's what I talk about. So if you're first time here, hit a like or hit a subscribe. I'd love for you to join the over 60 crew. I have a new email at over60guy@hotmail.com. If you'll send me an email, I'll send you a few free guide to living well, absolutely free. So today let's talk about the Asian squat. The Asian squat is different than a regular squat, because with the Asian squat, you're going all the way down and you're sitting there. Think about it. When you were 4 or 5 in school, everybody might just squat down and listen to the teacher. You know, they might give a lecture and you'll be sitting there, and you know, 30 minutes will go by. It didn't really bother you at all. And I noticed in my travels when I go to Asia, like I lived in Korea for a year, former soldier. I've been to places in the Middle East and Africa, India many times. And so their toilets, a lot of their older toilets are just holes in the floor. And so you'd have these 2 little pads next to it, and that's where you'd squat down and go to the bathroom. But also you'll see people eating. They'll be on the side of the road. They'll all be just squatting just there. And amazing benefits. Amazing benefits. So the Asian squat, it's basically your feet touching the ground and you squatting all the way down. And like I said, it's common in the Asian culture, Southeast Asian culture. They'll do it even when they socialize, especially when they go to the toilet. And the West kind of lost this. I think we probably had it, but the West is more sedentary, and you know, our toilets are more furniture style. You'll see some of that in the modern parts of, like, if you go to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, some of the places in, you know, hotels in Mumbai or Delhi, that kind of thing. But in a lot of places, you'll still see the old school, which is basically, you know, 2 little pads. And if you don't have one, you get that little, have you ever heard of that squatty potty? Basically, it's a little stool you can keep in your bathroom. But basically, you'll set that stool and put your feet up, and it basically acts like a squat. And it's so much better when you go to the bathroom, because everything's lined up, easier. So check it out online if you haven't got one. For me, the first attempts, have been, they're not easy. It's not easy just to squat for long periods of time. So I think if you take it easy to start with, if you start with maybe 30 seconds or a minute, you can hold on to something, just reach out, grab a table. Like I said, I do it like when I'm checking my computer. I set my computer on the table and I'll just squat down eye level and sit for as long as I can. But I think what you'll find is after, a few weeks, you're going to get more comfortable with it. So why the Asian squat? I mean, why, Bryant, are you even talking about this? I mean, right? Why are you talking about it, Bryant? We're not in Asia. I live in England, or I live in Germany, or I live in Australia or New Zealand or America. One guy reached out to me not far. He's in South Carolina. So, why are you talking to me, Brian, about the Asian? I'm not, that's not me. I'm talking about because it's super helpful. Joint mobility, super mobile for the hips, knees, ankles, makes your feet looser. Super healthy on those joints. Remember, we want to build bone density. We want to build flexibility. We want to be mobile. We don't want to be hunched over, when we're in our 80s. And so it's great joint density, joint mobility, digestive health. Like I talked about, it lines up all your innards where your poop goes. It makes it lined up. It makes it straight. And so it's much healthier on your digestive and your bowel movement. So, again, get one of those squatty potties. Posture and core. Makes your posture straight. When you're sitting there, you have no option but to align up and down, up straight. So it's great for posture and your core, which is what we're trying to build, core strength. That's why we're doing planks. That's why we're doing push-ups, right? Reminder, core strength. By the way, if you're not out walking, why aren't you out walking? Get up, watch this video while you walk, okay? For all my 30-day help guys, let me know how you're doing. Drop a comment. Tell me where you're at in your walk, in your 30-day challenge. So bone density, it's weight bearing. It weighs down. It's your body weighting down, and it's helping build that bone density. Remember, we want to build bone density. We want to lose fat. We want to gain muscle, and we especially want to move fat around, what they call that vesicular fat, around your organs. So we want to do this. So bone density, injury prevention, it better supports falls. It helps us with our injury prevention. As you age, you become prone to lots of injuries. And so we need to be strong. We need to be fit as we gain in our older age so that we can prevent those. Confidence in our everyday tasks. I went over it yesterday with the French in ADL. I think I posted a comment. One of my guys that talks to me regular made some good comments, and I posted what he was talking about with your ADLs. So helps you, like let's say you're out gardening or working in the yard or you're playing with grandkids. Just take a Asian squat. You can get eye level to your grandchildren, right? The young ones, and you can communicate with them. They'll probably start mirroring you, getting down. So what do we do? You can start by holding on to a door frame. You can start by holding on to a chair. You can start easy, start at the table like I'm doing. Grab on the table, squat down. So you're gonna squat down and, feet level, basically like that, and balance. And you're just gonna hold it for a while. Aim for 30 seconds. So as we sit, try to do it right now. Try to just grab on to something, squat down, make sure your heels are at the floor, and let's hold for, you know, 15, 20 seconds while we're doing it right now. So just, hey, do you see my over 60 cap? One guy said, hey, Brian, I want to get one of those. Yeah, so just squat down, right? I got a car coming, so I got to get up. But it's super, super healthy for you. Start off with 30 seconds. Start off with a minute. It's great. It's great for you. Pair it with your walking. Make sure you're staying hydrated. I've asked that, you know, you get rid of those sugar drinks. As you know, I did a series on sugar. Sugar is the devil. So stay away from sugar drinks. Drink water. Start your day with a big old glass of water. You know, end your day with a big old glass of water. And during the day, grab a bunch of water, right? I drink decaf. We talked about that. So maybe you do your Asian squat while you're sipping on a cappuccino or something, or a decaf cappuccino. I do decaf Americano. You can get those at Starbucks. So lots of benefits. Lots of benefits. If you found this video to be helpful to you, hit a like, hit a subscribe, make a comment. Remember, Asian squats will help you with your joint mobility. They'll help you with your digestive health. They'll help you with your posture and your core. It'll give you strength and endurance. Bone density, it'll build bone density. Injury prevention and confidence in your everyday tasks, your ADLs. So can't recommend it better enough. Start slow, and then work your way up. As you know, I'm not a doctor or physician. This is just my thoughts and opinions. I'm not trying to get medical advice. It's just stuff I'm researching. You can find this all over the place, so help yourself. But today, I'm praying that the Lord will be with you, that the Lord will bless you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. And for another video, another day, the Over 60 Guy wishes all of my friends a special God blessing. Bye.